Hey there, everyone. I am Thakard, and welcome back to more Starfield. So last time we completed the missions with the Terramorphs for the Vanguard, which I quite enjoyed. Um, then I kind of learned something that I didn't quite enjoy, because I went online with a question about my apartment's empty. Are there any places that just sell like full apartment decoration packs? It's like you buy a thing and it decorates everything for you. And I learned my apartment's not supposed to be empty. But there's been a bug in the game from day one that still has not been fixed, which causes that apartment to be reset to null and void after the city gets attacked uh, during the main story mission that we did a little while ago, which is why my apartment has nothing in it. So I was like, okay, that really, really sucks. So I'm going to, I guess, gonna have to decorate it. So I was like, okay, and I was reading, and there was this other bit of a post, and they're like, oh yeah, and don't decorate it after that mission, or you'll really hate your life later on. Which makes me think that it will get reset another time. So we're not going to decorate our penthouse. We have this awesome penthouse that we cannot use until at least the main storyline is done. Which, why? Who knows? But well, I know why. It's Bethesda, and they don't. They have good ideas, and they have sometimes good implementation, but most times just really shitty implementation. And they release games with bugs, and then they really don't care if they fix them or not. Because they already have your money. Why do they need to fix the bugs? So, yeah, that's a thing. But I did go out and I set down another encampment, or moreover, set it more up. I had already laid down the beacon, and it's a place where I can get, I think it's beryllium and niobium in system, and I'm doing that. So I set that place up. Got a person over there. I need to get at least one. I need to get one more guy to be helping to run that place. And then I came back here, went around to a couple of places selling stuff, bought some stuff, made some more 45 ACP ammo. So we can now run around with our 45 for a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Those are the stolen ones. So we can run around with our 45 for a little bit again. And I also had enough to complete the internal mods for our weapons. So now all of our weapons kick. The acid rain doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does burn you as well as cut through your armor, which is nice. Didn't do much to that guy. This guy got the treatment. He got a full silencer or a suppressor. He now has armor piercing rounds, so he's doing 228 and high powered. So high powered is the internal one that we just put on there. So yeah, he's doing pretty good. Didn't do much to that guy. Didn't do anything to that guy or that guy. Gallows reach we put to high powered, so he now does 68 per. This guy we changed around a little bit. We put a suppressor on that as well as high powered, so he does more damage, and he's now quiet when he does it. The Shattered Chuck does pretty good on its own. We didn't do anything to that. This guy we did a lot to. We made even better. So before it was doing like 200 something, and so I put a suppressor on it because why the hell not? And then we put penetrator rounds and high powered on it. So now it does 564 base damage. It has instigating. which deals double damage to targets with full health. So this thing now does 1,128 damage in its opening bullet. I can give up the wood furniture for 1,128 damage on its opening shot, okay? Oh, plus it has corrosive, so it reduces the target's damage on that first shot, so the follow-up shots do more damage. Oh yeah, and also shattering, which breaks through even the toughest armors. So, yeah. Daddy likes. All right, what did I do this? The only thing we did to this is we switched the internal from high speed to high powered. So it does a little bit more damage now as well, 264. We might get rid of that. I mean, it does more damage than the 1911. But I have a weapon now that is silenced, so we don't need this. It does more damage than this one, but this one's a 1911. This is a 2311, which is the futuristic version of it, which I love. Didn't do anything to the Coachman, and then the microgun. I could have switched the tactical magazine to armor piercing, and it would give it a little bit more damage, but I didn't have all the components for it, so wasn't going to worry about it. And then we added a couple of pictures and a pool table for the crew and put everything away, and I set up a little command room here. So we are going to look at our missions, and I think we will do the Crimson Fleet. So we are going to be traveling to the Key. We'll do this. Where do I want to do her mission? You know what? We're going to do In Memoriam. Sarah's been asking us for a while, so let's do In Memoriam. We will be nice and we will do In Memoriam. I mean, I think in theory I should be able to take off from here, which is kind of cool. I mean, it's kind of like just hitting M. But now I can do it from a little display thing in my command room, which makes it so much cooler, bruh. All right, let's do it.
Hey, I have something I need to discuss with you. If you don't mind, I'd like to speak to Admiral Logan sooner rather than later.
That is what we're here for today.
Sorry to pull you aside like this, but I wanted to take a moment to congratulate you. Taking those steps to eradicate the Terramorph threat is essential to the safety of every living thing in the settled systems. You should be proud.
I'm awesome. Something had to be done. Those creatures were dangerous.
Yes, exactly. I'm glad you treated the situation with the urgency it deserved. I only wish that the United Colonies chose to exterminate the Terramorphs with the experimental microbe instead of choosing this ridiculous Asili solution. Apparently, their decision was based on your recommendation. That was a risky choice you've made.
Expected you to support...
I beg to differ with you. Deploying the Asili solution is going to take years.
Yes.
Perhaps even decades. The microbe would have cut that time drastically.
I couldn't condone the release of an unproven microbe in our ecosystem.
Well, I'm disappointed that you didn't trust the science. Unfortunately, locking away the Lazarus plant instead of eliminating it adds to the risk. Anything that accelerates the Terramorph life cycle should have been completely removed from the equation. Why take the chance? I'm sorry, but yes. Your decision has denied us any type of safety net. I honestly would have preferred a more scorched earth policy.
Which is
to ensure
weird
the
for her.
end to those horrible creatures. Of course. I wouldn't have it any other way. I appreciate the fact that you've taken the time to listen to my opinion on the matter.
So she disliked some of it. That's fine. It's not like it's going to change much. We'll do the mission for her. She'll be happy. We'll move on. Everyone will be fine. And in the end, everyone will love me. You know? It's not like it really matters anyways, because we don't actually get any bonuses from them, because Bethesda decided, why the hell would we put in the thing that we put into all of our other games into this one? You know, that thing that you were expecting. That makes no sense to me. But whatever. Central Command. Oh, Central Command looks really boring.
Yes? Excuse me?
Gimbway.
Sarah Morgan. It's been what, almost 10 years?
Admiral, it's, good to see you again, sir.
You're not required to address me as sir. That protocol ended the moment you dropped your clusters on my desk, remember?
Look, Admiral, I'm not here to open old wounds.
Old wounds is an interesting turn of phrase, given our past. Listen to me, Commander. I'm not sure why you're here, but whatever it is, why don't you just get to it?
I'm here because I need your help, Admiral.
You need my help. That's interesting. The last time we spoke, you made it quite clear that you were turning your back on the Navy.
That was a decade ago. Things change. People change. Admiral, please. I didn't come here to argue. I'm here to come to terms with my past.
Your past is sitting in a closed file in the archives. That's where you left it when you walked out on the United Colonies. And what about you? Just who in the blazes are you anyway?
First citizen of the Confederation. Or not the Confederation. United Colonies. Eliminator of the Terramorph threat.
Very well. Then, as a good friend, perhaps you could kindly explain to me why I shouldn't have the both of you escorted from the building.
With all due respect, Admiral, this is ridiculous. If you have a problem with me, then there's no need to berate my colleague.
I don't have a problem with you, Commander. I'm simply trying to determine why you deserve the Navy's help. That's quite a noble gesture. Is this true, Commander?
It's about Cassiopeia, Admiral. I'm heading back there to find out what happened to the crew of the Dauntless, and hopefully, to bring their legacy home.
That sounds like a dangerous operation. Are you certain it's worth the risk?
I don't know.
We refuse to allow the crew of the Dauntless to mean a statistic.
I see. The fact that you'd risk your own lives to solve this mystery speaks volumes.
They were my responsibility, Admiral. One way or another, I intend to bring them home.
I understand. And I believe I owe you an apology, Commander.
Okay.
Our last encounter has
Not too bad.
obviously distorted my impression of your character. What can I do to help?
If you wouldn't mind allowing me to access the files regarding my rescue, I'd be most grateful, Admiral.
That shouldn't be too difficult. I've sent all the relevant information to you, Slades. Was there anything else?
No, Admiral. Thank you.
You don't need to thank me, Commander. I just hope you find whatever it is you're looking for.
We should make sure we're well supplied for the trip to Cassiopeia.
Cassiopeia. All right. I think we're probably well enough supplied anyway, so we can probably just fly away. Holy crap. Okay. Fly way far away. It's only level 20 thing. It's like we're level like what, 50 something? I'm going, I really need levels now. All right. Yeah, some fighting happened here, didn't it?
Do you think Solomon Coe would have liked
Oh
you?
yeah, by the way, they're back on the ship.
Everybody likes you, don't they?
Do you think he would have liked you?
Well, if you listen to your grandpa.
They're back on the ship. I had like a single crewman, and I moved him off to my new colony that I set up, and I brought
Landing site's clear. I'll be here.
back on Sam. And with that is also his little girl. Alright, I know I did this just a minute ago, but I'm going to do it one more time here. She wants to talk too for some reason.
It's about time. Come on, sleepyhead.
I don't know about you, but a fella could do a lot worse in Constellation.
I do like them, so, and I think I have some
Hey.
books.
How are you?
Hang on a second.
Okay, bye.
If I'm going to be turning in stuff, let's get all the XP out of it as we can. There it is. I was like, where's the tea?
I'm working hard, Captain. Sure.
She would love a ship this big, I bet you. I guess, oh, you know what? I put him on a, where did I put him? Can't remember where I put him.
Wow, thank you.
Yep, no problem. Yes, bye. Did I put him on the
hello.
ship? Notes. I did put him on the ship. Okay. Hopefully this doesn't take but a minute. I don't need that. Dragon Star Force. Volume 1. I thought I gave that to a dude. Pretty sure I turned in that mission. All the scan data. Moby Dick. Yeah, I don't think she takes those. I wonder if she will take these. I mean, those were part of a story, but technically they're books. Sword of Damocles, Comet, Count the Mustang Cristo. Origin of the species. Lots of them. Ah, the prince. She's going to be a lot crazier now. Now that she's gone through some Machiavelli, she's going to be a lot harder to deal with.
Your ship is way bigger than Dad's. Sure.
All right, so it looks like... Oh, I can give her the Pilgrim writings. Fascinating. And then the dangerous one, the prince.
Wow.
All for 74 XP.
See
Hey,
you later.
it's free XP, okay? All right. What do you want?
I can't believe I'm here. It feels like walking into a dream.
Maybe you're better off staying on the ship. Sit close to me and you'll be all right.
I'm okay. It's just so surreal. Phew. Okay, so let me get my bearings for a moment. Yes, this looks correct. Those rock formations nearby look familiar. My old campsite shouldn't be far.
Geological formations, but which haven't changed for millions of years, are perfect landmarks.
Yes, exactly. Since most of my gear was destroyed, I depended on those landmarks to orient myself while I was stranded. Once we get to the campsite, we'll use that as a starting point to search for the cruise shuttle wreckage.
All right.
Let's go.
Okay. We have to make our way to the exit. Ugh. I do like this room. That's a cool looking room. All right, let's do this. Huh. Ship coming in over there. Is this her campsite? Or is this the ship thing? Sarah's crash site.
Some debris from my shuttle. Not exactly a task of landing, so I didn't have much of a choice.
Oh, we might have some loot here. Circuit board. Moonshine pot. Battery. Hang on a second, I'm just going to click on these so I can do the scanny. We go inside? I guess so. Empty chunks package. Ooh, that's why we went inside. Permanently reduces fuel need for a grab jump. Whatever. New book, though. Or a book, though. Coffee cup, notepads. Oliver Twist. So escape pods in this universe come equipped with books and food. That's actually not too bad. Oh, need a battery for this. The computer is running on low yield battery to preserve the system memory. All right, we need a...
Well, this is it. This is the spot where I spent
Okay,
close
a
to
year.
waiting for rescue.
Okay, that's a decent amount of time.
Paradiso, is it?
Yeah, you survived.
I never said I walked away. When my ship hard landed on the surface, it broke apart. There was no fire, but I was pretty badly injured. Had to crawl from the wreckage. When they finally rescued me, the UC medics said I had 3 broken ribs, shattered my ulna, and had internal organ damage. I was in the medical ward recovering for almost 6 weeks.
Hang on. That does... Alright, so... You survived for a year with 3 broken ribs, ulna, and liver damage. I'm not quite sure that whoever wrote this one has ever been injured in their life. I think the person who wrote that dialogue, biggest injury has probably been a splinter.
It was difficult and painful, but it kept me alive. It was home. Look at this thing. It's been sitting here rusting. I think we need to grab an emergency power cell to get the ship's computer up and running. Sure, if we're lucky. When I was stranded, I set up a distress beacon powered by emergency power cells. The beacon was up there on the plateau. I guess it's time to start climbing.
Okay, fair enough. It is up there. Oh, this is almost a 1G world. Okay.
Don't rush the scan. Don't want to overlook anything valuable.
Ori. Oh, we're still moving. We're still moving. Hunting Stonewalker Stalker? We're gonna get attacked by stone beasts? Wow, that's cool. They really do look like stone.
Setting up this beacon probably saved my life. Who knows how long I would have been stranded here.
Hey, some of these guys actually... Okay. Man. It's level 75. It's taking a couple bullets. Okay. These things were really cool.
That part of the life form should prove useful.
Yeah, those things were really cool. Oh, I want to see more of those on planets because they really did. That's good camouflage. Looking like rocks. All right. Let's not blow up my card, lady. It's not what I gave you those for. Ow, I might have nearly killed myself.
And that, my friend, is how we do things on this one.
Hey, we got a level. I kind of missed my 1911 being with it being silenced. I didn't think I would miss the report of the 1911. Kind of miss it. I might have to pull the silencer off of it. We have the other one for silenced work, I guess. Although, not having to carry all of them around is kind of nice, too. Not gonna lie. Alright. Object Alpha. Okay. Beta. Shuttle to crash telemetry calculations are now being put into my slate. It's been 2 days since my crash landing in Cassiopeia. I've been slipping in and out of consciousness, but I've been able to use emergency meds to keep my pain levels to a minimum. Medical self-assessment has revealed 3 cracked ribs, a broken forearm, a minor concussion, probable internal damage, and a hell of a lot of bruises. Yeah. To do a reconnoiter. Okay. Several thousand kilometers away. That makes it, yeah, impossible to reach. Ooh. Yeah, that's not good. All right. Let's talk.
We've located where the other shuttle went down. I can't believe our plan worked.
Well, you brought the right person with you? Yeah, of course.
Well, we're not there yet. But damn, it does feel good. The telemetry data puts the wreckage out of range to hike.
Yeah.
We're going to have to head back to the ship and land on a different part of the planet. Let's get going.
Basically a continent away. We might be able to just hop from here. What is that? That's an unknown thing. And I'll do that type of stuff later. Yeah, that would have been one hell of a hike. Broken arm, broken ribs. I can understand why you didn't want to do that hike, okay? Fair enough.
Look at this world. It's beautiful. Just beautiful.
It's might be. Where the hell's my car? Dude, where's my car? There we go.
You take the wheel.
Well, that's why I'm behind it. Well, okay. I guess we don't need the car. You know what? Let's... I also put the big scope on this one. That might be a poor decision, but... This thing doesn't hit like a truck. It hits like a dozen trucks that have been tied together and dropped from orbit on your head. Okay?
Oh, look at this view. Had I been on this planet under more pleasant... Did you hear that?
Did you see that? You were saying? Yeah, this planet looks nice, but there are things here that want to eat you. Lots of them. It is a gorgeous planet, though. Looks like those guys are non-eat you guys.
Scan any promising leads?
See. Ooh. Got some flora to scan over here. This is the Constellation way. While you're doing stuff, you're scanning stuff. Is this poison water or is it okay water? Looks to be okay water. There we go. Oh, already scanned that. Missed. What was I scanning? There we go.
Judging
Got
from
debris.
this debris, the crew's shuttle sustained far more damage than my own. Those poor souls.
Right? We'll go up this path that it wanted us to go up. I'm gonna keep my light off to make it more atmospheric. More debris.
This
Lights
is what's
on.
left of the cruise shuttle. But it looks like parts were scavenged and dragged somewhere else. Could there have been survivors?
Possibly. Yeah, that looks like a shelter of some sort. Maybe there was something already here?
Supplies? A shelter? And the fire is still fresh. Is there someone here that's still alive?
I was gonna steal the survivors' food. Does that make me a bad guy? This person is probably pretty... maybe wild. Is this how we get up? Yes. Those were big pieces of metal to drag on your own. It would have taken a long time. You wanna knock?
Stop. I'll shoot if I have to. Just turn around and leave. I know how to use this thing, and I will.
Oh my god. Who are you?
I'm nobody. Just I'm not going to let anyone take my stuff again. No way. Both of you, just go!
We're not here to hurt you.
Yeah, sure. Try and trick me. No. No way. I'm not getting fooled again. Forget it.
Stop it right now. Put away that gun and talk to us. We want to know what happened here.
See? You're not nice at all. I knew it. You're a liar. That's all grown-ups do is lie.
Sarah, let me handle this. You're a little emotional right now.
What? Oh. Yeah. Right. Exactly. I was wrong to get so angry. We are here to help you. And we promise to tell the truth.
I don't know. You're kind of scaring me. Why should I listen to you?
We're here to honor the crew that died on the planet.
The crew? No one's been looking for that crew since before I was born. So tell me another lie. Go ahead.
You were born here. Hold on. Oh my god. Your parents, your mum and your dad, what were their names?
Jenna and Elias. Why?
Jenna and Elias. Private Jenna Marsh and Corporal Elias Obrist. You're their daughter. Listen to me. I knew your parents. They worked with me on the Dauntless. I'm Commander Sarah Morgan.
You're Sarah Morgan? Mom and Dad's captain? My parents used to talk about you all the time. It's like a dream to finally meet you.
I'm liking this story. Oh, this is going to be harsh. Her parents are dead.
Yeah? Well, You're too late. My parents are dead. My father died a long time ago. And my mother, she was killed by those monsters at the graveyard. It's just me here now. All by myself.
Let me ask you a question. Actually, I don't even know your name.
Oh, yeah. My name's Sona.
Sona. What a lovely name. Sona, you mentioned a graveyard. Is that where the crew is, you know?
Buried? Yeah. It's a bunch of stones with those necklaces like the ones my mom and dad had hanging on them.
Tags.
Thank you, Sona. I'm going to talk to my friend here a minute, okay?
Okay, Sarah.
Oh, we're getting a new member to our crew, aren't we?
Phew.
Someone's gonna become a mom.
I don't even know where to begin.
Adoption agency.
Yeah. This isn't what I expected. At all. Oh, there's so much to process. But I don't have time to deal with it right now. If you want to help, then find that graveyard and bring me those necklaces Sona mentioned. I'm hoping they're my crew's gene tags. Precisely. That also means you understand the importance of bringing them back to Jemison. Just please, be careful.
Oh, we're gonna kill everything in the
monsters
way.
are undoubtedly hostile life forms that have claimed the graveyard as their territory.
I want to see if they start having a conversation. I guess not. Which is probably a good thing, because I would, if she started having a conversation with her, I would sit here and I would like make you guys watch me listen to just this conversation. This is a good story. This is an excellent story. I really hope they do this well. This compared to Barrett's story, I mean, they're not even comparable in my eyes. It's like, this is just so well done right now. And I think Barrett's voice actor wasn't bad. I just didn't... I think it was more the writing for him was just bland. And I don't even think, you know, it's like... I think one of the reasons was why it was bland is because, oh, he had a gay relationship. I don't care. But it's like, we don't have to make the relationship sound interesting or good or involved. We just, oh, it's a gay relationship, so you have to, it's like, oh, be bought into the story all of a sudden. It's like, it just, it, you know, there are other, just because you say, oh, this thing's a socially, oh, that's a cool looking critter. They're plant monsters. It's like, just because you use, you know what is in the moment, the zeitgeist at the moment, doesn't mean that you can't just have like no story to it, you know? It's like, I really don't care who or what the people are or what they do, as long as it's an interesting story. And Barrett's story was just not interesting. At no part did I really get sucked into it or involved. This one is just so much better. Them trying to soak up an 1100 bullet is a... planets. Explode into probably poison. I see him. Can I do this without standing on them? It's kind of disrespectful. Is that all of them? It's slowly counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jeez. Wow. Just two-shot the boss. Oh, this thing hits super, super hard. We missed one? Nope, there it is. I think I got them all. We'll wait until the count. Oh, hang on a second. Did we miss one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where's the 10th one? Well, he died while he was up here, right? Maybe his is just around here somewhere? Maybe it's on a creature. Bet you it's on that creature down there. This planet, the planet is kind of cool. A lot of these are like... These are probably some of the coolest critters I've seen. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the Ankylosaurus. Because I like dinosaurs, you know? So the Ankylosaurus one is actually pretty damn cool. But all of these creatures were like super camouflagey. There's the last gene tag. Alright. Yeah, and some people will try and yell at me for this, but I'm just going to be honest to what I believe. With the issue with the Barrett one, I think it was too ham-fisted with its... I hate to say agenda because, like I said, it shouldn't be an agenda, but some people make things into an agenda. And it's like when you're more concerned about getting your message across instead of writing a good story, you're not going to get either across, because if the story's not good, your agenda or your message don't mean anything, you know? Because people won't be tuned in. That's why it's like, first of all, I really don't care about who did dude married or why, you know? It's like, tell me interesting stuffs about the relationship, you know? That's why this one has been so much more interesting. It's just a story about trying to find out what happened to the crew, you know, bringing honor to your fallen comrades. It's just a much more interesting story. And it's, even then, it's much more well done. This has been wonderful so far. I really hope they end strong on this one. I would not mind. See, the way that you do it is Sarah goes, if you play it out like you would in like movies and TV shows, Sarah's like, well, I've called these things. We can't leave you here. Come with us. She goes to adoption agent, and now we have 2 kids on my ship because...
No. How many times do I have to say it? I said I don't want to go. Leave me alone.
Okay, well, that's an issue.
Calm down and listen to me. It's much too dangerous to stay here all by yourself, darling.
I don't care. This is my home. You can't make me...
I'm gonna kick up my sound a little bit.
Leave.
We can't leave her here. It's not safe. She has to come back with us to Jemison. Oh, I don't know what to do. Can you talk to her?
I agree, but we can't force her to come with us.
I know. I'm not proposing we knock her out, for God's sake. Look, maybe you can talk some sense into her. Help her make a decision. I'm sorry, I can't do this right now.
I can hear you talking about me. And I don't care what either of you say. I'm not going anywhere.
Look, I'm clearly out of my element here and not in the right state of mind. Could you just talk to her, please?
So maybe she's not gonna become anti-Sarah. Ooh, Constellation Guide number 3. Healing items are permanently 5% more effective. Awesome. I don't use them very often, but awesome.
Why won't Sarah listen to me?
Feels responsible for your situation.
Mom told me 1,000 times that it wasn't Sarah's fault that that I'm stuck here. That still doesn't mean I should leave the only home I ever had, does it?
If you stay here alone, you'll never be able to start a new family.
I never thought of it that way. But leaving Mom and Dad behind, it's really hard. Even though they're dead, I don't want to abandon them.
You're old enough you could always come back and visit. Mom and Dad would want you to live your best life.
I suppose you're right. Mom and Dad always promised that I'd leave here someday. I'm sorry I yelled at everybody. I know you and Sarah are just trying to help. I'm going to go get my stuff and then I'll board your ship. Don't worry, I'll stay out of the way until we get, well, wherever we're going.
Sarah! You know what an adoption agency you are. I am such a sucker for that type of an ending on a movie. You know what I mean? Where,
It's tough to pack up a lifetime of memories. Give me some time.
yeah, I understand. That being said, I'll help you. Crimson Cabin. And the fruit cellar. Huh. I have a friend who will like these. Cube. Ooh, the Great Expectations. More fruit cellars. Hard Times. Yeah, Hard Times is having 5 books and 2 of them are the same. Okay. Coffee mug. Garden trowel. Now they did well here. Game pieces. Copper. Yeah, I'll take your copper too. Sarah.
Later. I have a few things to pack.
Yes, yes. That's why I'm talking to Sarah. Thank you.
That poor girl. I hope we've made the right decision.
I made the decision, so it'll be your fault if anything. Everything does rest on your shoulders.
I realize that, but there's still cause for concern. We're ripping Sona from the only home she's ever known and casting her back into society. It's going to be difficult for her to adjust to the changes.
What if she had
Wherever
a new
she ends up,
mom?
Just promise me we'll check on her from time to time, please.
If it makes you feel better, then consider it done. I promise.
Look, before we leave Cassiopeia behind, I wanted to say one more thing to you. Perhaps at the overlook we passed on the way here? I promise it won't take long. Let's go.
Okay.
Let me get my things together, and we'll talk later.
All right. I'm telling you, they've had a really good story so far. If they don't turn her into Auntie Sarah, they're going to miss out on, you know, how this story should end. Because it should end with Sarah going, I knew your parents. I was friend with your parents. They were great people. Let me take care of you. Let me do that. That would be a good ending. I'm a wee bit of a sap for such things. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. It's now dark again? Jeez. Went from daytime to nighttime like that. Oh, come on, Sarah. Get your ass up here.
Look, before we head back to the ship, I wanted to tell you how much of an amazing gift this has been.
Oh, is she gonna try and grab my dick now?
You had to push me to come out here, and if I hadn't have listened to you, the universe would probably have never known about that little girl.
I'd do anything for you, Sarah. Hope this experience has finally put your past to rest.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. And it's all thanks to you. You know, this is the second time I've been on this world. And until this very moment, I never stopped to reflect at just how magnificent it was. Oh, look at this place. This is the reason I'm out here, exploring the stars. Worlds upon worlds, just waiting.
Adopt the gal. Adopt the girl.
Shedding this burden of my past has finally allowed me to open my eyes, wider than they've ever been opened before.
Or maybe Sam could adopt her.
And it's all because of you.
I'll open the door. You're the one to step through. It's almost like you've become a new person. If you're trying to make me blush, it's not going to work. I was hoping there was much more that simple gratitude tucked away in your... Dude, come on. She's found her dead people, and you're like, you want me to let... Can you... Hey, I know you're saying thank you. Can I touch your boobs now? Why, Bethesda? Why can't you make an... more believable romance option, you know, where it's like, it's not just like
deep thought or something.
Yes, I'm talking to the camera, okay, and my viewers, all right. You know, why can't they make something that's a little more realistic, and it's not just like, hey, you look pretty hot. Can I grab your ass? I wouldn't mind doing a romance thing with Sarah. She's actually a pretty good character so far. Probably the best one I've seen. Although I haven't messed with a lot of them, so.
Still giving lessons to the teacher, eh? Some mentor I've turned out to be. Well.
We all have lessons to
it's time
learn.
to bid goodbye to Cassiopeia once again. This time, under much happier circumstances. Now, let's head back to Jemison. I want to give those gene tags you gathered to Admiral Logan and figure out what we're going to do with Sona.
Okay. Well, this place is dangerous at night. A lot of drops. I want to see if I can scan some more of those little critters on the way back. Oh, never mind. This one's actually getting a wee bit late. Talk with Sam Coe. Oh yeah, all the people that I have need to discuss the Terramorph mission with me. Sarah had to do that earlier. I would love it if the Sona, the girl that we just rescued, and oh crap, the other Coe, Mini Coe, would sit there and like talk together and stuff and do things. That would be quite, I think, a good thing. But, you know, Bethesda. Apparently she's on the ship somewhere. Although they might just not have her on the ship because she's like, I'll stay out of your way on the ship. I think that's them going, all right, now we don't have to make her be on the ship. Which is kind of stupid. But it's one of those cheap things that Bethesda would do. It's like all of a sudden you don't see until you're back on the planet. Why? Well, I don't know. She caught another flight home or something.
Now you're not pestering the captain, right, Cora?
Maybe we can talk later.
You think
Oh, no, there's Sona.
Oh, never. Poor choice of words. You being nice to the crew?
I didn't see her up front. All right. She said she didn't want to talk. All right, let's talk to her.
Oh, hey. Let's talk later. Got a million things to do.
Hello.
Hello. I knew that they kind of had the same haircut. How similar are those facial features? Not quite.
I hear Constellation has been collecting that.
Very similar. It's like, Bethesda, really? Did you just...
Let's talk later.
Did you literally just do a, yeah, I'll let you copy my homework, but just change it a little bit so no one will know the difference? No one will suspect? Bethesda, I'm suspecting someone did a Control-C, Control cue job here, okay? All right, looking at the timer here, this has actually gone on for a while, so I'm going to call it here, guys, and we will continue this in the next episode where we will head back to New Atlantis and figure out what we will do with Sona. So far, this has been a really good mission. I've enjoyed it. Looking forward to see how it concludes. You all have a wonderful day. See you later.